Good morning, everybody. My name is Chuck Woody. I'm a senior here at USCA, and I'll be talking to you about my internship that I am currently enrolled in at Savannah River Nuclear Solutions. All right, first I'm going to start off with SRS, the actual Savannah River site. It was built during the Cold War. It produced 1/3 of the nation's weapons-grade plutonium and all of its tritium at one point in time. After the Cold War, of course, the nuclear materials were no longer needed, so cleanup was in order. And there was a few sites in the nation that were making these nuclear materials. Well, whenever it was decided to clean up, Savannah River site was chosen as a storage facility because of its great safety. I mean, the culture, basically the culture is safety out there. It's just amazing what they've done to create that. And SRNS, their top 3 goals are to protect the environment and the public, efficiently and effectively clean up the site, and also to focus on future national security issues as well as clean energy. And their core values are safety, integrity, teamwork, and customer satisfaction. And like I said, with safety, I was extremely surprised when I first got out there to the site. The culture they've created there is amazing. I mean, we'll start a meeting with a safety topic. And I mean, it could be on the news, at the site, something you did this weekend, you know, around the holidays, they'll say, you know, you're cutting turkeys and hams and you're putting up Christmas lights, just be safe. So that was one thing that really impressed me. And it should be that way because, you know, in order for the public to go with the nuclear, you know, a lot of people are anti-nuclear. So if it's safe for people to work out there, then the public's going to buy into it and say, hey, this isn't so bad. Integrity, of course, you want your customers and everyone to know that you're going to do business in an outstanding manner. The teamwork was another thing that really impressed me. There are so many people out there with so much knowledge and so many years of experience out there, and they're open. When I got there, I didn't know what I was doing, you know, and they're just so open to help, and it's just really impressive. And of course, customer satisfaction, because without customers, you can't have a business. Okay, the procurement cycle system. This was an old, outdated procurement system that they used. The acquisitions of goods and services, of course. It's now a legacy system, and all that means is that it's outdated and that it's no longer used. However, some of the POs, the purchase orders that were in the system, still exist today, and I have to deal with that. They're called old legacy POs. But the procurement cycle system is completely gone. People at the site have been using it out there for many years, and they were extremely used to it. They were very familiar with it, and it just was recently replaced with another procurement system called PeopleSoft. And this is what I work in all day, and this is why I have an internship and a job. It was created by Oracle. It was promised to be user-friendly and more effective than the old system. It went live October 1st, 2011. Many interface issues, of course. People were so used to the old system, and I think they were kind of intimidated by it. You know, maybe there's a button you had to click here that you didn't have to in the old system, and so there was a lot of problems. And whenever a PO does not match, we call it matching, it doesn't pay the vendor. And the match exception team was created to guide key parties in solving match exceptions. And all a match exception is an error. Just think of it as an error. It could be anything. It could be someone didn't click a button right, someone put, goods when it was actually services, they put in, we over-received. It could be many things. The team investigates, analyzes, and solicits actions to solve these errors. This is the part of this, I'm a part of this team right now. And the big emphasis is on getting vendors paid, because if the vendors aren't paid, they're not going to be happy with the company. They could go public, you could get sued. And there's a lot of things. So the biggest thing that we're worried about now is getting all the match exceptions, the errors cleared up, and getting the people paid. And also calling and visiting the key parties that work in this software. You know, if a phone call or an email isn't enough, they're just not getting it, we'll go out and visit them and say, hey, look, this is what you're doing, you know, this is what you're doing wrong, and we're trying to help them fix the problems. My impact on SRNS, as well as my fellow interns, trying to solve underlying problems, okay? So, of course, if someone makes an error in the system, we can go back and fix it later, but we don't want to do that. We want to prevent it. So we're trying to see what people are doing, the patterns that they're working with, and we're trying to solve them so that they're not a match exception at all. Since I started end of September, so probably mid-October, the dollar amount in match exception has gone down 42%. And that's something that I and the team we're very proud of, and we're just striving to do more. We bring in new ideas. You know, we're from different places, we're different people. We've had lots of different college experiences because we go to different colleges. So just new ideas in general, and fresh eyes. And I'm gonna, at first, I've never seen PeopleSoft before this, okay? And my supervisor, Greg, explained it to me. It's like going in for something the first time. I look at it differently than other people who have been in there for, you know, however long it's been a year now. So I might see something that it catches my eye that they've been looking, you know, overlooking this whole time that could be a problem. So, and then I think the biggest part is the impact it's had on me and myself. I have procurement experience now. Professional growth. I have to be very professional with the emails and the phone calls that I send and call these people, as well as PeopleSoft experience. This is a system that's used in a lot of businesses these days. And this is, if I ever have to leave the site or if I ever lose my job, I'll have this for, you know, a starting point in my career. And I think it's a great thing. And also business analysis and financial analysis. And I just wanted to say thank you for your time today, and thank you, Greg, for the opportunity that you've given me. And I hope everyone has a great day.